गिरिवरधारी गोपीजनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदा नंदन व्रजजन रंजना यशोदा नंदन व्रजजन रंजना यशोदा नंदन व्रजजन रंजना यशोदा नंदन व्रजजन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So we are reading from Bhagavad-gītā as it is, chapter 18, the perfection of renunciation, verse number 72. Kaccid etat śrutam pārtha tvayā eka-agreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas te dhanam-jaya kaccid etat śrutam pārtha tvayā eka-agreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭaḥ te dhanam-jaya kaccid etat śrutam pārtha tvayā eka-agreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭaḥ te dhanañ-jaya.
kaccid etat śrutam pārtha eka-agreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas te dhanam-jaya
kaccit etat śrutam pārtha tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā kaccit ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭaḥ te dhanam-jaya
kaccid etat śrutam pārtha
kaccid etam śrutam pārtha
tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas te dhanam-jaya.
Mataji.
kaccid etat śrutam pārtha
kaccid etat śrutam pārtha
tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā
tvayaikāgreṇa
kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas te dhanam-jaya
kaccid etat śrutam pārtha
tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas te dhanam-jaya.
Word to word meaning. Kaccid, whether. Etat, this. Śrutam, heard. Pārtha, O son of Pṛthā. Tvayā, by you. Eka-agreṇa, with full attention. Cetasā, by the mind. Kaccit, whether. Ajñāna, of ignorance. Sammohaḥ, the illusion. praṇaṣṭaḥ, dispelled. Te, of you. Dhanam-jaya, O conqueror of wealth. Arjuna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. O son of Pṛthā, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? Purport. The Lord was acting as the spiritual master of Arjuna. Therefore, it was his duty to inquire from Arjuna whether he understood the whole Bhagavad-gītā in its proper perspective. If not, the Lord was ready to re-explain any point or the whole Bhagavad-gītā if so required. Actually, anyone who hears Bhagavad-gītā from a bona fide spiritual master like Krishna or his representative will find that all his ignorance is dispelled. Bhagavad-gītā is not an ordinary book written by a poet or fiction writer. It is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Any person fortunate enough to hear these teachings from Krishna or from his bona fide spiritual representative is sure to become a liberated person and get out of the darkness of ignorance. Om ajñāna-timirandasya dhanañ-jaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri guruve namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada mentions the word in its proper perspective. Have you understood Bhagavad-gītā in its proper perspective? Because it's very important to understand things if you have a proper perspective. If you don't have, then we can't see. Just like in cameras there are zooms, like lenses. So if you want a close-up, you have to, calibrate the lens. If you do it wrongly and you think, the vision will be blurry. So how to get this proper perspective? That's why here it's mentioned, eka-agreṇa, with full attention. So, full attention means there is nothing coming, anything else in the mind, or we're not planning anything else within the mind, because our mind is like a bird, flying in the future, flying in the past. This is what happens with us, mostly. So when our mind is not focused, it's difficult to really get things as it is. So there is a nice pastime which we hear in the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Bhagavad Katha was kept for the deliverance of the person who became a ghost. क्या नाम था उसका? जो बम्बू में 7 knots में आ जाता है? धुंधकारी. He became a ghost out of some issue. Then for his deliverance, his brother kept Bhagavad Katha. And when it was kept, all the villagers came because it's culture. Bhagavad Katha means everybody should be participating in that. So they all came, and every day when the Bhagavad Saptaha was ending, for each day the knots were opening. And on the last day, he was totally liberated. Special plane came to take him back to Godhead. But the villagers, they complained, we are also hearing Bhagavad Katha. We were here for the whole 7 days. हमारे लिए प्लेन क्यों नहीं आया? Where is our plane? So the devotee said, yes, you were here. You were coming, khana bana ke and making all the arrangements. Just a ritual participation. You were not hearing attentively the way Dhunkari was hearing, because he was dependent on his deliverance. He know this is relevant to me. This will help me. And his attention was totally different from yours. That's why he got different benefit. And your benefit is, you got some benefit but not the same. So, paying attention is very important. If you don't pay attention, you don't get the benefit. So when do we pay attention? When it's relevant to us. So Bhagavad-gītā is relevant to us, because we are in the same situation which Arjuna is, right? We are also confused. We also don't know what to do. Do we know really? Second thing, are we doing as per the way we are supposed to do? That's the first question. Second is like, are you doing, but do you know what to do? There's so many questions we have. But still, we never inquire. And in today's age of mass distraction, it's very difficult to get full attention. You get one notification, one like, one comment, so many things, you get distracted so easily. And the mind makes you, like, forces you, abhi karna hai. You have to do right now. Right now. Why right now? Relax. In one lecture, Prabhupada was chastising his disciples. Like in the Bhagavatam class, they were running and talking, we have to do this service, this service. Prabhupada chastised them. Your first service is to hear. So first hear properly, then you can do proper service. If you don't hear, how can you do proper service? So those people who learn to hear, they can follow. Those who learn to follow, they can lead. Only those people can become leaders, not anyone else. So this is very important, to start hearing. with full attention. And it's interesting that Arjuna was just seated next to Krishna. Arjuna was very dear friend of Krishna. But still Arjuna was confused. So even getting so much close proximation to Krishna, you can be in ignorance. This is what we are seeing, that Arjuna was not ready to fight and he was confused. But when did his eyes opened? When he started hearing, when he started assimilating the true knowledge which Krishna was giving, then his eyes opened. The proximation is not enough. Oh, I know, I'm close to him. So we think we are in India, we know everything, Jai Shri Ram, we know everything. Culture. But are we really seeing the way it is supposed to be seen? No. So how can we see? By hearing. How can we see the Lord? Only after hearing. Otherwise all culture, दिखे प्रणाम करो, ढोक दो. Like it's a culture. Sir, बच्चों का सर झुकाते हैं, and so many things. Culture. But to reveal the true nature of spirituality, you need to hear. So in spirituality, you can see only by hearing. There is no way else. Even though if you are very closely related to the Lord. So, we are given this wonderful opportunity to hear about Krishna. Every day we have classes, we have seminars, and it's said that ignorance is dispelled if you hear. But I don't know how much time it will take for my ignorance to dispel. Why it's not dispelling? So this is wonderful that we are getting chance, but we should take the benefit out of it. Just like there's a nice story which Srila Prabhupada shared, that one thief, he wanted to loot somewhere. So he was going here and there, and he came across Bhagavad-gītā in a village, and he sat there, and the Kathakar was describing about Krishna's beauty and the wonderful ornaments that he wear. Oh, Krishna has this, Krishna has kaustubh jewel, Krishna has this, bracelets. And when he heard, and he thought, if I get all this, my whole life is settled. I don't have to work, I don't have to steal anything else. My whole life is settled. So let me find this boy named Krishna. So he approached the speaker. Oh Prabhu, can you tell me, where can I find this boy? So nicely decorated, wealthy and beautiful. And he thought that he is playing joke. So he also said, go to Govardhan. He takes his cows for herding there, so grazing there. So you can go there and find him. So this guy took it as it is. He went to Govardhan and started looking for Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, where he is. And he was completing the whole parikrama, but he was not able to find. As the intensity was increasing, I have to find him. For what purpose? To steal. And eventually his intensity was so much that Krishna appeared, sitting on one so-called slab, beautifully decorated. Description was fitting the whole appearance. And he approached Krishna. Oh, you a nice boy, very nice ornaments. Can you give me? I want to see, is it original or duplicate? So that you can tell your parents. So he said, oh, no, I can't give. My parents said, don't talk to strangers. Oh, no, I'm not stranger. I'm also Vrajvasi like you. I'm also from here only. Can you show me? Then, okay, you can see. Then he was checking. Oh. And he can I remove it and see it nicely? Weighing the weight of the ornament and started removing. And here, everything was coming out. And he collected everything. And he calculated what's the worth. It was like a big amount. His whole generation will be settled. And then he saw Krishna. Krishna was still beautiful. He was still beautiful. And then this is like nothing. The ornaments were looking beautiful because it was on Krishna. Then he thought, what to do with these ornaments? And then he asked Krishna, can I decorate you with these ornaments? Yes, you can. And started decorating, and he was in so much ecstasy. Tears were coming, and he was not able to understand. Idhar ka idhar, it was all like upside down. And then Krishna went back, and Mother Yashoda said, I didn't decorated you like this. Who did this? Oh, my devotee did. My devotee did. So this hearing can change our life if you hear attentively. If you don't, then things go mechanically. Bhagavad, yes, everything. I know everything. Nothing else to be known. Srila Prabhupada was asked by one of his disciples, Prabhupada, in every lecture, Every purport, you are only saying this one thing. You are not this body, you are not this body, you are soul, you are soul. We know this. Why are you saying this again and again? And Prabhupada asked him, are you free from sex desire? Oh no, Prabhupada. That's why, again and again, again and again. To make a proper, perfect, permanent impression that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. Because we are not understanding what we really are. And even if we know we are soul, are we practically living as per that understanding? No. We are so conditioned, so much in illusion that we are not realizing. That's why again and again, same thing. That's why we have to hear, even if we have read Bhagavad-gītā, again we have to read Bhagavad-gītā. And in this Kali Yuga, it's very important. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. And even Krishna was ready to explain the whole Bhagavad-gītā again. Prabhupada mentions here that Krishna is asking, oh Arjuna, is your illusion gone? Are you still in confusion? And Prabhupada says, indirectly it means he is ready to explain the whole Bhagavad-gītā again. And where? In the middle of the battlefield. The fight is going to start, and these guys are having discussion. And now Krishna is saying, I am ready to explain it again. If you are not able to understand. If you didn't understand from a proper perspective. So if Krishna is saying, I am ready to explain again, so at least we can read it again. Oh, ho gaya padh ke. Khatam, sab kuch pata hai. It's guhyam. It's not easily revealed. Based on our purification, our qualification, we get the adhikar to understand these things. Same words. But the adhikar is different for each and every person. And a qualified person takes jewel from this. And he decorates himself by applying these teachings in his life. So, and Krishna is also saying, there is no force. You are free to do what you wish. I have explained you everything. 63. Iti te jnanam akhyātam ghūyat maya virimrishyat etad asheshena yatha ikshasi tatha kuru. As you wish, you can do. So he is giving free will. There is no force. I have explained you. Now the ball is in your court. Now you can decide. And what did Arjuna decide? Oh Krishna, 73 verse. My illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory that I am connected to you. I am related to you. I am your servant. I am now firm and I am ready to act as per your instruction. And what was Krishna's instruction? Fight. Fight. So this is what Arjuna was ready. He was given free will and he chose to fight for Krishna. So that's why even if you know devotional service is best, bhakti is best, Krishna never interferes. He makes the arrangement, he gives you the choice. Because bhakti is the matter of the heart. There is no force. Karna padega. No, you have to do with your heart. Otherwise, how it will be love? Love cannot be forced upon. It comes out. When there is affection, when there is dedication. So that's why Krishna is giving free will. Okay, you do. There is no force. So, and Arjuna also mentions there that I am free from fear, from doubt. Because Arjuna was fearful. Should I fight? If I fight, my relatives will die, with whom I will enjoy, show my kingdom. Should I go to forest and renounce? He was giving argument also to defend his statements. And he was confused. And then he surrendered, okay, Krishna, please guide me. I am confused what to do. So Arjuna was also grappled with fear. And the main fear that he was grappled with was suffering and death. Imagine you have to kill your own grandfather. Your father is standing in front of you with a gun next day and is ready to kill you. What will be the first experience that we will have? We will be shocked. We can faint also. We can never imagine that our dear ones, close ones are standing in front of us, ready to kill us. This was the situation of Arjuna. And he had to choose to kill them or to go to the forest. So this was a dilemma. Very fearful. And Krishna told him, there is no point of running away. There is no point of running away or trying to artificially control the world. Trying to make arrangement. This is what we do. We run away or try to control the world to get free from fear. How we try to control the Fear by having good bank balance, right? Having nice security fencing, electric wire fencing, no chore inside. Okay. And then health insurance for me, for my newborn, for my whole family. So much artificial arrangement to get away from fear. And second way, they just want to get rid from this fearful situation, want to forget it. Intoxication. This is what people do usually. They want to forget. Oh, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. So Krishna says, no, this is not a solution. You have to go much more deeper. You have to really find proper solution, not temporary relief. That's why it's called Shreyas and Prayas. Prayas means immediate benefit. Shreyas means ultimate benefit. Otherwise, the situation that we are facing in our life, we all are facing some situation, some problems, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, so many problems we are facing. So why it's coming again and again? So that you learn the lesson, what you have to do. We're just trying to run away, but it will come again and again. You won't get free from that. Even if you change the place, this will be with you. Mata to saath mein hi rahega. Wherever you go, it will always be with you. Personalities will change. Now he is giving trouble, another place someone else will give trouble. It will never go away. And there's a nice story. Once in one class, Gauranga Prabhu was sharing that when he joined in Brahmachari ashram, so they were given service of cooking in the kitchen. And they were cooking. And there was one boy from a village who was Bhagavad Kathakar. And he was complaining while cooking. When I used to come for giving class, the whole village used to stand for me. And see, I'm doing chapati here. They don't respect, they don't value my qualities. And they're making me do this, so menial services. And every day he used to complain, chapati, chapati, chapati. And after a few days he left. After he left. After many years, Prabhuji met this devotee. He was married. And then he was sharing, oh Prabhuji, I left, then I got married. And my wife came, and after a few years she got back problem. And every day I had to cook chapati. So, you can change the situation, but this will always be with you. You cannot run away from that. You have to face it. You have to face it and understand what's the problem. And in Kali Yuga, people are always disturbed. Yes, it's said now, we have less intelligence, our memory is less. But the most prominent thing is Kali Yuga people are always disturbed. We can experience from our past, we can recall our past. Now we are getting some relief because it said, if you take shelter of devotional service, you get immediate relief. You get relief. But depending on your intensity of shelter, it varies. But recall your days before coming to bhakti. How it was. Always disturbed. Always. There was one person who was saying that, make a statement by which, in one statement, a happy person will become sad, and a sad person will become happy. So what is that statement? Sukhi dukhi ho jayega, dukhi sukhi ho jayega. See, एक statement से. This time will pass. This time will pass. So the sad person, oh, this time will pass. Okay, I will get some relief. Happy person, oh, I am happy. This time will pass. So much. But now in Kali Yuga, people are so sad, they are thinking that this sadness will never disappear from their life. It happens with us. When we are sick, we think, oh, we are eternally doomed. We want immediate, everything immediate. Relax, Baba, it's natural. This is a situation. No, immediate everything. That's the problem. So much fearful. There was a sticker which was saying, do not disturb, I'm already disturbed. So that's the situation. We are so much disturbed. And that's why when we go out and we give Bhagavad-gītā, people ask, what's it in for me? मेरे लिए क्या है इसके अंदर? What I will get. And preachers say, one devotee was saying, he said, oh, you will get solution if you have job problem. Because Arjuna had issue with his job. He is a fighter, but he was confused, should fight or not. He had to kill people who were dear to him. The job problem. You can get rid from family problem also. Family dispute. Krishna gives the solution. Personal problem, issue with oneself. mind problem. Every problem, solution is here. And the person said, how much? Please give. So we take this very lightly because we can see it every day. Imagine, next day every Bhagavad-gītā has disappeared from the globe. How much we can recall? No book of Prabhupada on the whole globe. Everything disappeared, vanished. No temples, no Krishna Balram. We think, oh, it's all under control. It's never control. It's mercy that we have all this. We have Bhagavad-gītā, we have Bhagavatam in our hand. In this small mobile we can have Bhagavatam. Imagine. Sanatana Goswami said, this is my dear friend. Bhagavatam is my real friend. And he should carry the copy of Bhagavatam always with him. Always with him. So what a treasure we have by mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our other acharyas. That we can have Bhagavatam, personal copy of Bhagavatam, and we can get access to it. Because if we read, then we get more clarity, depth and conviction, what I am doing is right. If you don't read, how many days will you say, Radhe Radhe Jai Prabhupada? How many days you will say? One day you say, I'm bored. I'm really bored. I'm confused. Should I really dedicate myself to ISKCON? Really? I'm not seeing the spiritual world. When I came, I saw everyone as Vaikuntha Vasis. And now seeing the ugly truth. I can't see them as Vaikuntha Vasis. But they start seeing their own ugly truth. That's the reality. By taking the process, you start seeing your own ugly truth. And that's why you take shelter of Vaishnavas. Please help me. I am the most fallen. I have desires that you can't even imagine. So please give me shelter. So rather finding faults in others, you start finding faults first with yourself. And you will definitely see your problem is, you have more problems than others. Prabhupada was receiving one complaint from one manager in the temple, and he was saying, Prabhupada, I'm seriously have to tolerate all these devotees. There's so much trouble. Prabhupada said, yes, they are also tolerating you. So we are all tolerating each other, but for only one purpose, to serve Krishna. What else we have? Just to bring one to a point where he can chant 16 rounds and follow 4 regulative principles is a big achievement, right? And to maintain it for throughout life is another achievement. How much energy goes into that? How much energy goes to give this book? It's not easy. So much energy goes in that. And when they come, you fallen, you don't understand, you this, and this, and you try to become controller. So that's why a person who is advanced spiritually, he becomes servant. Srila Prabhupada said, yes, I might be their spiritual master, but I'm servant of all my disciples. I'm serving my disciples. That's the real position. Dasanam, dasanam, das. But how it will come? Not superficial. You cannot be a pretender in this. It will be visible in your actions, in your thoughts, in your words. So that's why we have to come to that point, and that's the, the stage that we have to go. We all go for first initiation, second initiation, danda ho gaya. No, these qualities, we have to go for these qualities, and that they can be achieved without any sannyas danda. They can be achieved without any saffron color. You can achieve that only by pure devotional service. Today's quote was there now. You can become Krishna conscious by starting with Krishna consciousness. So the way is Krishna consciousness, the goal is Krishna consciousness. And what is Krishna consciousness? Only for the pleasure of the Lord. That is Krishna consciousness, not my personal benefit. My personal benefit doesn't come in the foreground. It might be there in the background. Mind will be saying, hey, Baba, what you're doing? So much surrender. Thoda khud ke liye, security, fear. But no, only for Krishna. So initially we do with duty, with proper understanding. Then when you have love, you don't think about benefit. Just do. You do for the person. For that we need to hear. We need to hear. And then in the end you can get fearlessness. Like Dhruva Maharaj. In front of Dhruva Maharaj, that personified came himself. That death is scary itself, right? Imagine how scary will be the death personified. How much horrible he will be, like looking in appearance. And Dhruva Maharaj put his foot on his head and climbed on the aeroplane. Such a powerful personality. Based on what strength? Of devotional service. He was applying the teachings that he heard from Narad Muni, and he was practicing throughout his life. And in the end, he was fearless. And this is what Arjuna reached in the end after hearing Bhagavad-gītā. His fear was gone. Because fear arises from misidentification with the temporary. Oh, I'm this body. Oh, this is my wife. This is my children. This is my father. This is my mother. What will happen to them? Yeah, what will happen to them will happen to you also. You can't control. So how you can help them? By taking them to Krishna. By praying to Krishna. We cannot control everything. That's for sure. We cannot control other people's suffering. No, we can pray only. We can depend on Krishna. If we try to control, we will be frustrated. Really, you will be frustrated. We can just pray to Krishna and depend on Krishna. Your dear ones will say, oh, please, please, stay with us. Please do for this, do for us, this and that. But if there is absence of Krishna, no one will be benefited. No one will be benefited. That's why we have to make decisions where Krishna is always present in our outcome of the decision that we make. Not that Krishna becomes less prominent in the picture and he goes in the background only, just the cultural part. No, he'll be really visible in us, in our life. That's why we decorate this room with paintings which recall memories. We have deities at house. We have so many things. We do morning program. Why? So Krishna is always there, haunting us. You have to do this, you don't have to do this. And that's the beauty of molding our life for favorable devotional service. And that's why people can be fearless at the end of their life. Srila Prabhupada says that when I chant Hare Krishna, I feel no fear. I feel no fear. So if you are fearful, chant Hare Krishna. But what happens when the fear dissipates? Then what? Then I enjoy. No. You maintain that dedication. You don't take the benefit of this process. This is not karma kanda. Oh, iska fayda hoga, fear niklega, this and that. No. You chant for the pleasure of the Lord. Not to get rid. Narasimhadev, bhoot bhagao, Narasimhadev. No. That's okay. The main reason for chanting is to glorify the Lord, to please the Lord. Not to get rid from the to get personal benefits. Otherwise it's offensive in the longer run. Yes, to taking shelter is different thing, but making it a fruitive activity is dangerous thing. It will change our mentality and we will take it very lightly. Because chanting Hare Krishna will give you Krishna Prem, which is the most important thing in our life. And many great personalities, devotees of Prabhupada, disciples of Prabhupada, so many disciples are there. Like we have disciple of Prabhupada who used to make Rath for Rath Yatra. I can't recall his name. From Jayanand Prabhu. Yeah. In the end, he was really suffering like anything. Lumps were there. But he was dancing so beautifully. He was making Rath all his own. And any person, new, old, whatever, he was able to engage them in devotional service. Oh, please come. Can you hold this nail? Oh, you are so expert in holding the nails. Please, can you do this? And by encouraging that person, he used to every day help him in making the cards. And this is how they used to become devotee. This is how he used to make devotees. So nicely dedicated. In the end also, when he made his last Rath, he was suffering, heavy pain, but not visible when he's dancing. Not visible. How it's possible? How it's possible? For us, thoda ghutna dard ho jaya, oh, Mangal Arati, Prabhu, ghutna. What to do? Back, so cold, so many problems. But when your love is intense, then these things become secondary. These things become secondary. So if you want to make your love intense, you have to work intensely, right? You have to be pakka. You have to be pakka in your sadhana. You can't take things lightly. You have to be serious about serious things. Okay, whatever happens, I have to protect these two things. 16 rounds minimum, and 4 regulative principles. And to maintain that, I have to read every day 2 hours. Every day. Srila Prabhupada said minimum 16 rounds. Why? Because Kali Yuga, modern jivas, they can't do so much chanting. So you do practical devotional surveys. But if you're not doing devotional surveys, we are not so much engaged, then what we have to do? Nityam Bhagavata Seva. We have to hear Bhagavatam. We have to read that. We don't even do that, then how can we expect to be Krishna conscious? Then we are in illusion that we are Krishna conscious. Oh, you can see this is sign of Krishna consciousness. No. Anyone can wear this. But how much are you applying in your life? How much are you applying in your life? How much fearlessness you have in your heart? And it will be checked. Everything will be checked at the end. He said, na, whatever bhakti you did, everything will be checked in the end. Everything will be visible. And everybody will know what's your situation. You cannot be a pretender. Mrityu sarva haras chaham. Krishna takes everything. You might have put a mask of tilak and devotee and everything. In Vrindavan, I heard from one senior devotee, there was one person who was like chanting and dancing and used to carry bead bag every time. And yes, roaming here and there. And once they checked his bag and it was empty. There was no beads inside. So we should not be like this, a pretender and hollow inside. We should have substance inside. And when you are squeezed by the material nature, the substance should come out, not the anarthas. So when we are squeezed, what comes out? What we have. So if we have something really nice things will come out. Humility will come out, pridelessness will come out, honesty will come out, yeah? Everything will come out. And that's why we are tested again and again by material nature and devotees also. They push us. And then we can see, oh, I have to really work on myself. And it goes on. It will be going on eternally. It won't stop. We have to really work upon ourselves. We can't say, oh, I have now achieved. No. You have to really work upon. Because the day you said, I have achieved, then you start going down. And if it's visible very early, by the mercy of devotees, it's nice. If it's not visible, to come back, it's a real struggle. So that's why, always be conscious. What's my situation? If you are not able to understand yourself, ask senior associates. Please help me. Please guide me. And this is the whole essence. And this is what Arjuna did. He was open to Krishna. And Krishna also was ready to hear whatever he was saying. And accordingly he guided Arjuna. And by level, Krishna guided him. Karma, jnana, dhyana, and ultimately bhakti. He gave the whole dosage of bhakti. And ultimately he said, Sarva dharman parityaja, just take shelter of me. Do not fear. I will protect you. Krishna is again and again giving that promise that he will protect me. But we think, oh, Arjuna was lucky. Arjuna had Krishna as his best friend. So what means friendship? What do you think? What is the meaning of friendship? What means to have a friend? Who is a friend in our life?
In need.
To help in need. Okay. Anything else?
To stand by you in times of need.
Material needs?
No. I mean anything, whatever.
Anything. But if that material need is making you go away from Krishna.
No, not that way.
But sometimes we see, he doesn't help me materially. Blacklist. It happens, right?
Yes.
So who's your real friend? Who chastises you, who corrects you, even if you feel bad, but make you go closer to Krishna. He's your real friend. How many do we have like that, around us in our life? Let's calculate. 1, 2, 3. 1? No one? Who can openly correct us? You are rascal here. You are nonsense here. There was a nice drama which I shared many times back here, that a German play where there was a scenario where the lady Mataji, devotee, she was washing clothes and everything, and she was not looking good, hair was untied and like totally exhausted and totally gone. And next one scene, his husband, devotee, Kantimal and everything, with his with his stomach outside and asking, bring me a coffee, black coffee. And he's watching what? Football. FIFA World Cup. And he's asking for coffee. And then she's saying, I thought this person will take me back to Godhead. And he's asking for a coffee. And then he heard that, oh, I'm hearing everything. Do you think I'm less Krishna conscious? Then he goes to the kitchen. You see? White milk. You see? This black coffee. ठीक है. Krishna coffee. White Radharani. Mix Gauranga. I'm not less Krishna conscious. I'm very Krishna conscious. Yeah. So we can have our own low level of Krishna consciousness also. So that's why we need guidance. That's why sannyasis, they go around and they break this misunderstanding that we are Krishna conscious. They break the bubble that we are Krishna conscious. And they make you realize that partners are meant to benefit each other. How? By making you go close to Krishna. By correcting you. Our partner should be open for correction. If we are not ready to take correction, we will never benefit, we will never advance. We will never be humble actually. Guru Maharaj, please smile Guru Maharaj. Always be smiling Guru Maharaj. Never be angry. This is what we want, yeah? Smiling Guru Maharaj. That's why we like our Guru Maharaj when he is on the photo. Always smiling. And when he is angry, having the instruction, we go away. Oh, bas. Show off. Showing off. Oh, Guru Maharaj, I did this. Please praise me. Please praise me. So no, we should allow our Guru Maharaj to correct us. And he's correcting us every day. To his lectures, to his books, every day. But we are not ready to take that. We just see the photo, smiling. Oh, everything is all good. Imaginary. That's why after hearing and reading, we can understand some issues are there. I have to really work. Now I have to become serious. This is what spiritual friendship is all about. Helping each other. Marriage is all about that. Being in brahmacharya is all about that. Helping each other to become Krishna conscious. Not letting slip. Not allowing the dear ones to sleep. Now this is what it means to be really committed. Friendship means I'm committed. I'm only interested in your benefit. Not my personal benefit. We have partners with personal benefit. Oh, when I get benefit, I'll scratch your back. If you don't give me benefit, partner change. No. Spirituality doesn't allow that. You have to be a well-wisher of our partner, our friends. And there's a nice story like Srila Prabhupada disciples, when Prabhupada left, many disciples went here and there due to many reasons, but whatever happened for a reason. They all came in the end, devotee association. That's the beauty. And one time one disciple came here in Vrindavan during Prabhupada's disappearance day. He was not welcoming, like people were not welcoming him because some issues were there. But he said, I know many people are not happy with me. I know many people are having issues with me. But I am here only for one reason. Because I have a letter where Prabhupada says, your eternal well-wisher. So that's why I am here. So that's why even though Arjuna had Krishna, we have Prabhupada as our well-wisher. We have his books wishing us good. We have devotees who are following Prabhupada as our well-wisher. And if we take shelter of them, we are as good as Arjuna. We are as good as Arjuna. If you don't take shelter, then we will be like him only. Initially, Arjuna was close to Krishna, but still in ignorance. We can be like that. So that's why we are very fortunate, but you have to make something good out of this fortune by becoming dedicated, by becoming serious. And only then we can expect to be fearless. And then we can really, because imagine if Prabhupada na hoite. Imagine if Prabhupada was not there, what would have happened to us? No Brooks, no ISKCON temple, no Radha Shyam Sundar, no 24-hour kirtan. My God. It will be have like drought aa gaya kya? Like it will be like can't imagine. And that's why we are ready to take shelter. Janme Janme Prabhu say, I'm ready to take your shelter each and every life. This conviction we must have. Not in this life, every life I'm ready to take your shelter, Prabhupada. How it will come? Not by just Jai, Jai, Jai. I will end with this one story where Prabhupada was going on a morning walk and Prabhupada was looking on different big house. Prabhupada used to say, someday we'll have a big house like this. And everybody, Jai Prabhupada. And we went further and he saw a big car. One day we'll have a big car like this. Then he went further and he saw one dog. One day we will have a dog like this. Everybody said, Jai Prabhupada. He said, why you are saying Jai Baba for this? Why you want a dog for this? So we should not be just a Jai Prabhupada person. We should be a person when Prabhupada sees us in the end. He can say, Jai. You made your life perfect. You made your life really meaningful. So that we will get experience in the end. It won't be in the whole assembly. It will be more personal. But whatever it is, that will be meaningful. Rest all will be superficial. So let's make it meaningful by really understanding what means Jai Prabhupada. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna. So any questions? Any comments? We have 5 minutes. Okay. Śrīmad Bhagavad-gītā ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur.